Hey guys, it's Liz Baldwin here, and I'm just going to show you a few things on editable PDFs. I know there's only a couple more weeks left of school, but maybe this might be something that you might want to use for a test at the end of the year or to see what they've learned. So I'm just going to show you a couple options. I have a folder of editable PDFs that I've already made editable. That's going to be an interesting word to say all the time. I'm going to go ahead and open that up, and I'm going to show you something I got off of Super Teacher Worksheets on reading. And I added that you can see as I go through here, you can see some of the boxes that I added. Now here when it's multiple choice, I went ahead and added a little box over here to put their answer in. We could put it at the bottom. You would just have to tell me how you want it to be done. Here's another option here, and you can fill in these blanks. I added one over to the side. I mean, the kids you'd have to tell them to scroll around until they see a box. And this one didn't really work, but this one did over here. So you'd have to really kind of see what you're looking for. I'm going to show you another option. This was a math one that Kate Racy sent to me. Just so you could see what this one would look like. Now this one would be a little easier, although showing work might be a little bit more difficult. They're not going to obviously be able to show exactly, it might not work exactly as you're typing, so you might need to be just a little flexible on that. Maybe they could just do a number sentence, 90 minus 67 in a row, and do their work on another page, and that might work for you. The answers are here. Here's a time test. You just have to scroll across to put their answers in. Okay, and that's one, a math one. Here was just a simple place value. This one actually worked out pretty well just because you can see the graphics, and there's a place to put their name. And just if it's just an answer, it's certainly much easier than having to show their work. I'll show you one more, and this was from Super Teacher Worksheets. This one was pretty easy because it kept the format, kept the picture, and then all they have to do is type that in. So that was a pretty easy one. Now I will say be careful if you send me a PDF to make editable, you'll need to tell me some specifics because obviously here is the answer key. So I actually had to create another one and take off the answer key before I actually made this one editable. So that's just a little note. All right, so I'm going to show you if I were going to add this to Teams, what it would look like. It's pretty easy. It's the same thing as adding any other assignment. They will not open this online. It doesn't work that way. So I will show you a different way to do it. I'm going to add this just to test team. Click on assignments. And I'm going to create. I had a couple that I already practiced on just so I could see them, but I'll just show you really quickly. So I'm going to create one. It's an assignment, and let's make this the math one. So math, 3rd grade, just so you could see it. And you can always add a category if you want. It just helps you to see where your things are. And in here, I actually did add very specific instructions for what to do on the student side. I will send you all of that and screenshots of that so you could see. It's different on a Mac or other PCs, and it's different on a Chromebook. So we had to test out a couple different options. It does not work on an iPad. So that's something else to consider. But anyway, so let's see, instructions, blah, 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 blah. Okay, I'll send those to you. Add resources is where you're going to add the attachment. So I have it on my device. It's on my desktop. And actually, if you send us or send me a document that you want to try to make editable, and you just give me some specific instructions, and I will try to make it as editable as possible. And I will send it back to you. So you might want to have a folder that's just on your desktop for the ones that are editable. So let me click on that. I'm going to do the, which one is it? It's a math review. I think that was a 3rd grade one. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to open that one. It's uploading. All right, it's done now. And notice that it says editable just because I put that in there, so you know the difference between your other PDF. Because obviously if you have kids that don't have Macs or PCs or Chromebooks, if they're doing things on an iPad, they're going to have the option of just downloading the PDF and printing it and then re-uploading it again. This just takes the step out of a printer, which is really nice. Okay, so I'm going to click done. All right, and I can add points if I want to or whatever I want to do. I'm going to put the due date for next Friday. So I'm going to go out of that, and okay, so I'm going to go ahead and assign it. Okay, let's see if I can find it here. There it is, Math 3rd grade. And a little notification just came up that I just assigned something. Okay, so I'm going to come back in a second and show you after the student does it so you can see what that looks like. Okay, so we're going to see what it looks like on the student's perspective. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this one, this 3rd grade math review. Okay, so if you click here, it's not going to let you edit it. You're going to have to click on the ellipsis, not you, but the student, and download. Then we're going to open it with System Viewer. And I'm going to go ahead and just start typing so we can see if it actually works later. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to show a whole lot of work on here, so you're going to have to maybe just have, you know, do things a little differently, or, you know, tell them to do it a different way, or you're going to accept it differently, or however you want to do it. Maybe they just have to do a number sentence and have their work on another page, and you just trust them that they have done their work. 3/8, and let's see, that's 58 cents. I don't know where the cent sign is, so I'm just going to go like that. And then this was, I mean, if we had to do a number sentence, if you wanted them to at least do the number sentence, you could do that. $90, okay. Now I'm going to scroll down here. Hopefully this is going to work this time. Let's see, 27, 5, 0. I just did the top row just to demonstrate. Okay. All right, so once they're done with their paper, and definitely want to make sure they put their names on it, so you'll want to put that in the directions. This is super important, the next step, because if they don't do this step, it's going to save a blank page. So they're going to click Save, and I'm going to come up here and actually put my name on it. Seth Baldwin, 3rd grade math. Okay, and you saw that it was in download. So I'm going to go back over here to Teams, and don't say turn in because there's nothing to turn in yet. We have to add our work, so we're going to upload it. And mine is going to be, there it is right there. Seth Baldwin 3rd grade math. I'm going to click on that. And I can see that I have answers in there, so that's a good sign. Open. Wait for it to upload. Done. All right, now they're ready to turn it in because this is what they downloaded. This is their actual assignment, my work. And now they're going to turn it in. And I get some ice cream. Nice, with sprinkles. Okay, now let's go back to the assignments, and I can see that I just turned that in. I'm going to go ahead and do this one, the 3rd grade closet creature. And I'm going to click on the ellipsis, download. I'm going to open. On the Chromebook, it's a little bit different, but it's not a whole lot different, but it is a little different, and I will send you guys some directions on that. Okay, so if in your directions you said please read this and do whatever page you want them to do, I'm going to show you there's a couple of options. So if you want me to do something like this for you and put it into a editable PDF, I'm going to show you a couple options. So here I actually added little boxes where they could check their answers. So let's see if this works. So I have no idea what happened because I didn't really read it, but we're just going to check A. Another option is, if you don't like this option, they can also come up here and highlight their answer. So let's say they thought it was B. That works too. And they can type in here. I'm just going to show three different things, three adjectives. He was, I don't know, kind because he gave his sister, whoops, not sitter, sister, a toy. And let's just do one more to see that we can actually add something else. He was honest because he told the truth to his mom. Now I'm just making all the stuff up because I have no idea, I did not read the story. And then here I left this one blank because I actually added another box down here to see if you like this option. So what kind of story is this? I'm just going to say it's a mystery. I don't know. All right, well that worked too. So you can kind of, if you want something to be made into an editable PDF, you can kind of be specific about what you know, which ones you like the best or whatever is helpful. This one you can't do really anything to, so you would have to you just have to read them and know to be able to tell your students what exactly you want them to do. So this is just an example. All right, so I'm done with this, and remember, they have to save it. If they don't save it, it's not going to work. So I'm going to click up here to make sure I put my name, Seth B, closet creature. Okay, it's in downloads, and I'm going to click back over here in Teams. It's third grade closet creature. I'm going to add my work. Seth B closet creature. I think that's what I just did. Yep. And can't really tell if on there, but I'm pretty sure that's it. So we'll just go ahead and click open. Done. And then finally turn in. Once you upload it, you haven't turned it in until you click turn in. And I got, ooh, I met the mark. Okay. Okay, so I'm back in my grades right here. And scrolling over here, I can see here's the math third grade that Seth turned in. So let's take a look at it. So on the three ellipsis, open student work. And you can see that this is what he did. And then you can enter your feedback here and return it to Seth or whoever your student is. Okay, I'm going to close that out. And let's see what that was the math. Let's see what the reading looked like. Open student work. And I could tell this is the correct one, obviously, because his name is on it. If they don't save it, it's just going to be the regular PDF with no other work. So we're really going to have to emphasize to save things. And let me scroll down here to see what, there's the highlighting. So that worked out really well. All right, and then I can enter feedback here and then return it to him or her. All right. Okay, so the last thing I just wanted to say was if you were going to do this kind of assignment, you might upload both options for your students and parents. If just using a PDF and printing it and completing it and then re-uploading it after they take a picture of it, if that works for them, then that's fine, but this is, maybe you could add both. When you do that, you can just add 2 resources. One is the 3rd grade, or whatever it is, the editable PDF, and then the other one would be just the regular PDF that they would have to print off. Now, you probably could just print this one too, but anyway, just as a couple different options that you could give your parents if they don't have a printer, or they're, I don't know, whatever the problem is with printing, this is just another option. So again, if you have papers that you want to try to make editable, you can send me an email, and with the attachment, and I will do my best to be real clear on if something is specific about how you want it done, then we can do that. We'll do our best. Okay, signing off.